Hello guys, here is Keyang. This is the installation and maintenance video for Expert Advisor VRSetka. The project owner is Dr. Masood Sajadi. In this video, we will introduce our Expert Advisor by combining the code and the UML diagrams. Okay, let's first move to the class diagram of this Expert Advisor. As we can see, it has a total 11 external variables of this Expert Advisor. For the first one, the plus, as we mentioned in the previous video, this Expert Advisor has a ability to open more orders when the previous order cannot reach a take profit value. So this external variable is used to modify the lot size of the open order. And the second one is the take profit, which means that this expert advisor will automatically close order when the current order has reached the take profit value. And the third one is the distancia, which means that this set a minimum distance between the current bid add price and the current market price, so that it means that the expert advisor will not close an order when the price is too close to the bid or ask price. And the fourth and the fifth, here are the lots and the percent. It's two different methods to control the lot size. We can use the lot, which is coming from our market, and it's decided by the market, or we can use the percent, and it's just open an order by the lot size of several percentage of our whole margin. And the sixth is the margin, which means that this expert advisor, you can decide it if you want to use the martingale strategy. And for the proc and percent, this is the indicator wrote by the author, and it means this indicator will detect if the market is going to a uprising or a dropping trend. And if you set the proc to true, we will use this indicator. And since the author hasn't added any other indicators to this expert advisor, so in the current time we have to set the proc to true. And the percent, which is a criteria to decide which the trend is going up or going down. If we set this value higher, the criteria will be more strict, and less trend will be considered, and vice versa. And for these three external variables, the corner, slip, the corner is a graphing, which means that if you load this expert advisor to the screen, it will show a graph on the bar chart. Let's see it. Oh, fine. Let's just forget it. Okay, for the slip, which is the slippage, because that in the market maybe we cannot send when we send a order, it may not succeed at once, so the slippage is used to set a time limit. For example, if we send a order, and in the time between the order is successful, the market price has changed, the slippage is to control the change to not become very low, to become very high. If the price change become very high, the order will not be successful. And the magic is the magic number of the expert advisor. It's just used to detect which order is created by some methods or some expert advisor. For example, if we have several methods in one expert advisor, and different methods have different criteria to close order, we can use the magic number to detect them and process them separately. Okay, let's move to the sequence diagram and the main start function. In the start function, the first part here is to decide which our lot size will be. We will first check the market info, and we can get the minimum lot and the one lot value for the market, which is decided by the market, and also the step size and the account free margin, which is by ourselves. And if after we fetch these data and use the lots and percent, we can decide the lot base of our trading. And the here part is appeared in the sequence diagram from start to here. Yeah, that means this part is the lot size this is part to decide the lot size. And here we move to the we just to check the orders. We first will go through all the marketing and pending orders and select all of the order and count them. How many orders are the buying order and how many orders are the selling orders, and we get all the informations of it. And for here, this part is corresponding to this part in the class diagram, in the sequence diagram. And then we move to the data for the bar chart. We will get the maximum data, maximum price, minimum price, opening price, and the closing price for a bar. And we also get the distance, which we have introduced before, is the distance between the bid price, ask price, and the current price. And we also get the spread and which is CORR, which is the method to adding more orders when we facing when we are facing a losing order. Okay, here this part corresponds to this part in the sequence diagram. And now we're going to introduce the indicator wrote by the author himself. First, we set the signal up and signal down to 0, and if we choose to use this indicator, which at this situation we must do it, and it will start to see that if the close price and the minimum price, to see the close price to the distance between the closing price and the minimum price and the maximum price. And if the criteria is if the closing price is very much very much far away to the minimum price or the maximum price, the indicator will decide that this will be a dropping trend or a upping trend, and it will send a signal to set the signal up to 1 or signal down to 1. And at this time, the supervisor will know it's time to make an order. And here we can show it at here. This is the indicator of this supervisor. And for the martingale strategy, which means that if you have too many failing orders, the following order will be the lot size of the following order will be much greater to recover your loss, but however it also increase the risk. Okay, and we move to the order modify part. Since at the order open when we have skip the part, sorry. And here is the open order and add order, and we can see that in the open order sentence we have two criteria. The first criteria, which means that the buying order is 0 and selling order is 0, which means that we have no opening orders now, and we have a uprising signal, and at this time we will send the order to buy. And similarly, when there is a signal for down, we will send the order to sell. And here is regarding to this is the sequence diagram for these functions. And we can see another criteria, which is which is adding more orders to recover the loss. It's also that if the ask price is smaller than the opening price, And for the second criteria, which you can see that if the ask price is smaller than the opening price of buying, and the distance minus the distance plus spread, and there is already existing a buying order, at this time we are considering that the previous buying order is failed, so that we cannot reach the take profit, and we may already is losing money. At this time we will send a more buying order at a lower price, so that the average price of our orders will be drawn down, and the stop loss will be more easy to reach. And it's similarly in the selling side. Okay, we're coming to this part. In this part is mostly the order modify, and we modify the take profit value, which was the external value we set here, and we modify the take profit value to our orders, so that the order will automatically close the order when the take profit is reached. And in fact, these methods can be combined into the order send. Just change this 0 into the order open order modify into the take profit value, and we do the normalized double to order open price plus take profit value. We just move this part into the 0, and it has the same effect. And in the last part of this supervisor is to detect which time we should add more orders to recover our loss. First, we select all of the opening orders and detect if it is a buying order or a selling order, and if the total amount of buying and the total lot on buying, and then we got the total amount and total lot on buying, and we calculate a average price. And when the market price is lower than the average price, the supervisor will open another order, and at this time the average price is lower than before, so we can finish our recovering loss. And also it's similarly then on the selling side. So this is the introductory. This is the code introduction of the supervisor, and yeah, that's all for the second video. And here is the contact information. If you've got any problems, please contact the mailbox on the screen. Thank you.